I was just talking shit about the TRX and how I felt more comfortable with this. And then this morning I come out here, it won't start. Every fault, every light in the truck comes on. There's a weird noise playing through the speakers. The lights strobe when I try to turn it on. The brake kicks back at my foot. I guess I'm gonna have to have it towed back to the dealership. I just took the battery off for like 20 minutes, see if it resets. And if I close this, the start button does nothing. It's like the battery's like sending pulses, like it's only getting electricity for like a split second, and then not what you want to see out of your brand new $100,000 truck. And I'm back, but not under great circumstances. They're trying to figure out what happened. They think possibly a bad connection or an ECU. They really don't know. They haven't seen it yet, and since it's the first new Raptor and it's the first F-150 of the new gen that's had this problem, I feel like such a jackass. I'm going with the Raptor because I feel like I would break the TRX. And not even one day later, I break the Raptor. I didn't do shit, to be fair, okay? The Raptor broke itself. Your boy is now an Expedition guy. I tried to talk him into the Bronco and they said no. I open up YouTube and now there's this new thing called Shorts, and I'm like, oh, what's that? Tits, 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 tits. How cool is this? That's the caption. How cool is this? Oh my God, hold up. How cool is it? How cool is it? What? Bro, all social media is just turning into tits. And I know it shouldn't piss me off. I'm going on a little rant here. I just find there used to be solid content. You have content creators out here, myself included, that can spend hours and days on videos, and then some with just giant boobs can get 5 million views swaying back and forth. Also, can I just say while I'm on this rant, nothing pisses me off more than when these girls pay to get featured on like meme page. Like if I followed your account to see memes, and then I see this swaying back and forth with the caption of hottest dance ever, her at is, and I'm like, why are you posting this? Now I have to look weird in public because I open up my Instagram and randomly see this chick. Why? Today's a bad day. Today's a very bad day. I lost my Raptor, other bad things happened, and now I'm reminded that I don't have tits and I can't make money on the internet. And the only thing that can make today a little bit better, Pokeworks, I'm no affiliation, they just make really good bowls of raw fish. And if you're having a bad day, the one thing I can recommend that you do in life is get yourself a bowl of raw fish. It just makes everything better. Ford believes, they called me, they believe it is a bad wiring harness. Somewhere they think there's a loose wire. I guess we'll just kind of pick this up once Ford can call me and tell me what the fook happened to my brand new Raptor. Much better day today. I feel a little bit like an idiot now because I kind of maybe blew this thing out of proportion a little bit. For all of you Ram guys that were getting ready to comment down below and be like, you should have bought a TRX. This is why you don't buy a Ford. Ford stands for found on road dead. I think someone sent that. I think that was what it was. It had nothing to do with Ford. It was not a Ford issue at all. The first thing I thought to check, I did check my cameras outside my house, thinking maybe I left the truck on, maybe the battery died. Also, when the tow truck driver arrived, he did check the battery. It was the first thing he did. He hooked up some little tester to it and it was green. Turns out it was the battery, but the battery was not dead. So one bank in the battery was malfunctioning basically, and the battery was outputting a different voltage than it should have been. More than enough for the car to start, enough for a tester to show a green light. This thing has so much technology and so many sensors and computers and subcomputers and all this shit that are actively checking voltage and exactly how much power they need and regulating everything that needs to be regulated. So the main computer is saying, hey, the battery is good, we can start up. And then the subsystems are saying, hold up, something's majorly wrong here, this doesn't look right, shut down. Just this never-ending for loop of the truck turning on and off and on and off and on and off. And that's what you guys were seeing in those videos on my iPhone. That noise we were hearing was a split second of the startup sound just playing over and over again. Never actually got to the point to start. It was just turning on the auxiliary systems and then realizing, no, don't do that, and then just doing it over and over and over again. Ford doesn't make their own batteries, so I will stand by my first statement that I'm happy I got the Raptor over the TRX because I trust the Ford a little bit more than I trust the Ram. I don't know if this issue would have happened in a TRX with the same battery. Battery that came out of this thing, if you dropped it in a Gen 1 Raptor, you would have never noticed this. That truck would have started right up and you probably would have gotten 3 years out of that battery. Nowadays, there's so much tech in here And it's got auto stop start that relies on the battery, and it's got a generator in the bed that has to monitor power output and sends signals to my phone and tells me when to charge the battery. And there's all these different systems that are monitoring this shit. There's definitely something to be said about, you know, the not having so much tech. I love it. You know, I'm from a tech background. I have all the latest and greatest technology, so I'm on a computer all day. So for me, I'll take the trade-off. But for those of you that are like, I like more of an analog system, like this is the trade-off to having all this technology, is something very small. One misplaced volt or a bad wire harness or one wire missing can just bring the whole system down. And it's not the easiest thing to figure out either. I mean, the dealership was pretty confident. They thought it was a loose wire somewhere. And then they just thought, let's pump a new battery in it just to see if maybe it is the battery, and that's what led them down this rabbit hole. I feel a little stupid. I think this got posted on like some Ford forums, and I saw it on the internet last night. Some people posted my video saying it was a broken Raptor, and all the comments are just laying into Ford. And it actually wasn't Ford's issue, so I apologize, Ford. You built a hell of a truck. So, normally when I go to Best Buy, I just buy a bunch of bullshit that I don't need. Also got a haircut, look like a normal human again. But a friend of mine on Instagram the other day mentioned that he was putting air tags like on his keys to keep track of the different keys and the backpacks and stuff like that. When these first came out, I had no desire to get one, and now I lost my keys 3 times this week. Really great idea for 29 bucks a piece. You grab like a little loop and a leather tag and pop it in here. Never used them before, I don't even know how they work, but I like the idea that if I was to lose my keys in the house, I can just grab my iPhone and it'll guide me to them. Also, for some reason in my head, I thought AirTags were like $60, $70. They're like $29 a tag, which maybe is a lot for what it is. I can't even open this. AirTags have child-safe locks on them, apparently. Update, blah, 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 blah. Hold near device and follow on-screen instructions. Is it really that easy? There we go. Connect. This one will be my keys. Figured this one will just go on the backpack and just make me feel a little bit more at ease when I'm traveling with all this camera gear and shit, that I at least, you know, if it was to disappear really quick when I'm on a bus or something, I can probably find it. And speaking of traveling, I'm taking myself and all my equipment up to Austin this weekend with my friends at Red Bull to go watch the MotoGP, which is I really know nothing about it, but it's the bike version of F1. Also, the wheels for this thing came in last night, so those got to get on before I go to Austin. So, all that really means is that you need to smash that subscribe button down below, because you don't want to miss out on the next video. Even though for some reason, anytime I do something really cool like an event, the views are terrible. It's almost like you guys don't care to do anything that's fun. You just care to talk about money and buying stuff. YouTube's a weird, weird place. Anyways, I'll catch you guys this weekend.